There is something very special about being an athlete or an artist that comes with the sense of growth that you have whilst you are expanding your knowledge and then being backed up by your knowledge and even letting go of what you practiced as it starts to express itself in front of you. And the work that you've put in, either physically, mentally, or emotionally, probably all of that together, uh, starts to work in your favor. And there's something happening where the work expands at the same time it moves back into you and then bounces back into the world, where the question is how much of your ego needs to be present in those moments, as basically all the work that you've put in, the money that you've put into your space and time starts to work in your favor, even when you are absent internally because of things that happen in your life. It's like a secret key that you can go back to as you lose track of time and space and you lose track of what you thought you were going towards to. And then somehow you come back because at the same time, and this may sound crazy, and I know most of the people will not understand what I'm talking about. And this is the thing, it's not for everyone, right? It's for people that can follow what I'm speaking about. Because most of the times, whilst you're losing track, you are extremely clear on where you're going. The reason why I am not choosing to look any greater than my normal self is because I'm not scared enough. I'm not scared enough of this not working out. I'm not scared enough of not being understood. I'm not scared enough of not being good enough in any sense. So I'm not going to pretend to be something right now just for you, because that's missing the point. Same again, because as you're dedicating your life to this craft, whichever this may be, and I've gone through many different developments as an artist and also as a person that develops her body in the way that she is capable to develop it within the environment that she's in. There is something very bold about not needing to do it for others. And then on the other side, they have shown that material, like materia, physical materia, changes its biochemistry and the motion in the cells if someone is looking at it. So if you're putting a stone on the floor, the physiology of the stone within the cells of the stone is going to have a totally different structure and motion within the cells if no one is looking at it than if animals are looking at it or if you are present and looking at the stone. So we, as humans, we need and want to be seen. We need a mirror to grow through. We need people that are capable to understand things about life to make us get into what we already know. This is my task in life. This is one of my tasks in life. I am opening a space so that you can trust every vision that you have about yourself and life that wants to be and that wants to unfold throughout your timeline and your time zone, which is called your life span. Because I know that the mind, and I know that you are, and I know that your imagination is an incredibly powerful tool. And we need more people like you in the world that are capable to study and research on how to make that happen. This is a space for people to research about themselves in good company, to get not only their performance to another level, but also the way they perform towards themselves and life in secret. And there are techniques within the breath, within the visualization, within the presence of the environment that you choose to be in, that are moving you back when there are eyes looking at your material self. You know, guys, I'm struggling to do these videos, and this is also why I choose to show up as I am right now whenever I will record one of these things the way I am. I'm struggling to create an online presence because the work that I do lives so much from the intelligence of the moment. And I'm a person that loves to work offline and be with people, but there is something very powerful about the transcendence of space, where we are capable to communicate through our brainwaves with each other and through our heart frequency, which is it's like a super iPhone. I don't even want to say that. It's way more than that, but this is what your music, your craft, your sport has the power to change the life of people. And it should never be to the degree that you have to then suffer more than it's necessary. You are not sick. Nothing is wrong with you. You're not mad. Whatever you feel, think, or go through, even if it's a disease that people have chosen to give a name to, there are reasons in medicine why people have classified everything that happens in our minds and brains in certain vessels, for, I think, more for the doctors to have clarity towards the situation that you are going through, that is obviously overwhelming you as it is overwhelming me when I'm going through my stuff. We are all human, so no one is going to move through life without getting to the boundaries and moving through them. But there's an art that is the art of knowing your brain, the art of understanding your persona, the art of understanding why you need to have these breakdowns in your specific way, why you need to doubt yourself in that type of frame, why you need to eat at that time, why you need to sleep the way that you sleep. That is enhancing your spiral, that is enhancing your DNA to move towards the purpose and the intention that you are thriving for in life. And so the guidance, and I'm looking forward to have you in the membership, the guidance that I am proposing is for you to remember more than what we've been programmed to think about ourselves. And there's a magical thing about books and podcasts, but there's another magical thing about connections. And I'm putting all my trust into a network of artists and athletes that are, for as long as I'm alive, are going to connect themselves to their highest and lowest and most centered understanding of how they spider those nets inside and outside of their bodies and minds to inspire people, whilst they know how to go back into what makes them feel like they implode while they explode. There's something so specific and beautiful about being a human being that wants to be nourished through connection and the trust of safety, of being safe in a space. And not everyone is going to enter that membership, because I want people that are capable to behave in ways that are healthy for others, but also for themselves. And we need a group of people that are thriving from a higher level and that are missing those connections to people that can think and create from something that is connected to the heart. So this is what this is all about.